Well, here I am. I'm on Linux Mint 22.2 Beta Zara. Yeah, Zara. They've gone straight to Z for some odd reason. Maybe they couldn't think of a name. Where was it? Y, isn't it? Yes. They had W, X. Yeah, they meant to have one for Y. Maybe they couldn't think of one. So they went straight to Zara, straight to Z with it. So they're going to go back to A again. Probably have Abraham or something like that when they go back to A. Or will they just go to numbers? Will they go to something else instead? Yeah, who knows? Who knows what the Linux Mint team might do? Anyway, yeah, so what's new on here? Well, you got symbolic icons instead of your legacy icons being shown up in here. You now have symbolic ones all the way on through. Yeah, it's good in that, but these were the ones that they had. These are the ones that they had. We're going to music in a minute. These are the ones that they had. I nicked some on out of the elementary icon set that was in my Ubuntu, the Xfce version that I installed on there, I think, ages ago, or over on my Ubuntu, a couple of weeks ago, maybe, I don't know. Time just keeps going so bloody quick, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So I just like copied the names off of there and put them onto these little buggers, all right? So I just went, no, there's a dark one. So when I am disconnected, because these in here are meant to be for wired, because I am wired on into the internet. But yeah, so there you go. That's what I done. So I thought, yeah, bugger this. I don't like them, so I'm going to have my own in. And so I did. I like the arrows. I've always liked the arrows. Yes, I've always liked them. So why not? There is my GoXLR utility. There is Thingy-me-jiggy, OBS Studio. In there would have been my microphone, but that's stupid. Why do they have to have that red microphone on up in there? I've said it many a time before. If you can't tell what the hell if your microphone's on or not, there's something wrong with you. So I took that off anyway, and I know there's a gap there now, but it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter whatsoever. These are my icon set now. This is my Sardi Ghost. I've taken away all of their themes. They've got a fingerprinter on here as well. Yes, I'll have to install this once it's fully out. I'd rather go when it's fully out. I'll put it onto my laptop, which has got a fingerprinter thingy on there, and we'll see if it works. Can you log in with a fingerprint, I wonder? Would it work like that way? I mean, what's the point otherwise in having a fingerprinter? Unless they think, well, maybe we could get this to work with the police. And we'll put a fingerprinting thing on there. So you have a database of people's fingerprints. I don't know. Why? I guess you can log in with it, like you can on a mobile phone. I don't know. I put these on through to GIMP 3 ages ago, well, a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, yeah, let's bevel them up a bit. Let's make them look a bit on out there, shall we? And so I did. Did you? Yes. Is that one been done? Yeah, it has been done. That is the one. And there you are, celluloid and whatever. And yeah, it was just them. It was only them that I done. I didn't do these, because you can't do these. Because you can't get all of these. They've got arrows on them. Some odd reason inside these things to stop you from copying them, I guess. And from doing anything to them, I don't know. But yes, so yeah, really pleased with the results of this. It's a nice, everything's working. It's just the same as 22.1, far from. It's got a fingerprint, and they've gone on over to symbolic and I don't know what else to say about it. Nothing else really to say, really. I mean, everything's working. Got my gaming working on here. Got gaming. Yes, I am gaming on here. Not Steam. No, I'm using I am using emulators. Yeah, emulators for the PlayStation 2 and for the PlayStation 1. And I thought I'll go on back. I own these games, so you know, I own them already. I already got them up, and up there they are. Up where? Up there. Up there, yeah. They're up there in a box. You see? They're all boxed away. All my games are. Thousands of them. From PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. What did you do in your spare time when you were younger? I played on my consoles. That's what I done. That's before I got way on into computing. Oh, God, yeah. Before I went to PC gaming, I was on consoles. And, of course, PlayStation 2 was absolutely fantastic. And the PlayStation 1 as well. And I remember coming home from work. Where was I working? I was working at a place in a factory at the time. And I remember going past this shop called CB Games. And in the window and on the TV was Resident Evil. Yeah. It was the demo that was playing. He was playing the demo, but it was to be released the following day. Yes. So, the following day, after getting my wages, of course, I went on in and got myself a PlayStation 1 because I absolutely thought that these graphics were absolutely outstanding for that time, back in 1996 or whatever it was. 98? Would have been 98. 96? Don't know. 98, wasn't it? When was it first bloody... Oh, I don't know. 96. I think it was 96 or 95. Something like that, wasn't it? That Resident Evil was first released. Something like that. I'll look it up and I'll put it up on screen in 3, 2, 1, boink. And that was the year that was it? Yes. So I have on here emulators. Yes, so we go to documents. I've got DuckStation, which is, of course, a flat pack. And I've got PC Xfce. I've got my ROMs in there. And everything is all tiggity boo. It is it? Yes. So what do I think about Linux Mint 22.2 at the moment? The beta, everything's just working. Everything's fine. Go ahead and release it. Especially the Xfce version, I'm loving it. It's nice and light and fluffy. Does exactly what it says on the tin, like the other one did. In fact, the only gripe I have got is their theming, but of course I get rid of all of that anyway. Another gripe I have got is their icon cache hasn't been updated, but I've updated Papyrus because their Papyrus was well on out of date. Their Papyrus icon theme. Well out of date, so I've updated them to the 1st of the 5th, 2025. They are the latest ones, so they are now installed. And since installing them, and I'm still using Cavantum because out of the box, of course, ClipGrab that I like to download videos hasn't got a dark theme straight on out the bag, so I have to use Cavantum and use Qt 5CT control thingy. Yeah, configuration tool. Even that's what it is. And yeah, so I brought it up with that. But since that, I've had an update to that, and look what happens in my update manager. It doesn't do this normally, but it right, okay, so we got that. Hey, you don't normally get that, do you? A little coggy woggy going round here. Yeah, you don't normally get that, do you? No. But now I've updated to that Papyrus, you do. So there's an extra little thing. I quite like that little coggy woggy. There we have a look at it again. There it is, little coggy woggy going round and round and round. Yes. Quite nice. So yeah, if you want them, just get Cavantum on then. Use a I just used the Papyrus PPA to update them. Look, all I'm saying, look, I'm used to perfection. I used Peppermint OS when Mark Reeves was at the helm, and that was perfection for me. Everything just worked. Everything I chucked at it, it worked. Everything I ever wanted on that from an operating system, it just worked. And that was one man making all of that. There was no one else helping him, apart from a bit of help from maybe people in the Peppermint forums and what have you. But himself, he was the one who was made that operating system. So he done all the theming. He done everything on ours, and everything was absolutely just perfect because he was a walking, talking Linux guru, right? That's why. So once you come from perfection like that, are you a perfectionist? After using Linux for so many years like I have, I am, yes. And I still to this day do not understand why they've got undershoot lines in their themes. I know I've gone on about this subject many, many times before. Why? Apparently it's the community, it's the Linux Mint community that make these themes on up. Their Mint X theme, right? They've got all different accent colours and whatever you're with. They've got no undershoot lines in whatsoever. Then you get to the Mint Owl, the Mint Legacy. They've got undershoot lines. What the hell's going on there then? Why has it changed all of a sudden? Then you go Mint Y and they're inundated with undershoot lines. You don't need them. I didn't have them in Peppermint. I certainly didn't have them when I used Windows. I certainly didn't have them when I used any other operating system apart from Manjaro, who follow Linux Mint. They are the only ones that I've ever seen undershoot lines on. Is Linux Mint and Manjaro. Any other operating system I haven't seen them on, at least I don't think so. Not even Xfce OS has undershoot lines. So why on earth would you have them in Linux Mint? I know you're looking after 3 environments, by the way. You don't need them. And I've proved it on your Cinnamon. I haven't proved it on your Mate yet, and I will install Mate, maybe in a virtual machine, because I had problems when I installed Cinnamon onto a 1 terabyte drive of mine here on this machine, and then the grub wiped the whole of my main Linux Mint 22.2 Zara. It just wiped it. I thought, oh, you bugger, you wiped the whole of the grub on out. Why did you do that? Because 22.2 wanted to be master of my system. Yes. Well, no longer, matey. So I thought, bugger it, let's go with the Xfce, and that's what I've done. I've gone on with that. This came out on Monday, by the way, the early hours of Monday morning, yet nobody reported on it, or at least on what I saw. Nobody reported on it, that it had come on out. And the reason why I know this is because I have the website that they upload to, and I've been keeping an eye on that for weeks now, or what they've been up to with Zara and whatever, this new release that is coming on out. Whether or not it's been released, it might also be released now. Who knows? Shall we take a look? See? Don't think it is. No, it's still 22.1 at the moment. So if we go to links, we can go to Bloggy Woggy Woo. Yeah, we go to Bloggy Woggy Woo. 22.2 beta release. Yeah, there we are. So you can get it from here. Or, of course, I've already got the link to actually bring them on down. I got it early actually, and I was going to do a video then, but I didn't. I had it on Monday. Monday just gone. What's the date today? Monday 15th, 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th. Yeah, Monday the 11th. Monday the 11th was when this beta got released. So yeah, there you go. In the early hours, it was up there on their thingy-majigget, and I downloaded them. Oh, yes, I did. Look, I'll prove it to you that I downloaded it on the Monday. Oh, if I go into here, everything I use, then we go into Minty Winty, and we go 22.2. We go into Properties. Modified Monday the 11th. Look at 9:23:03 in the morning. That's when I downloaded it. You'll see on Tuesday the 12th. Accessed on Thursday, which was yesterday. That's when I created it over into this file. So I'd moved it from my main machine on over to here. That's what that created means. That's when I moved it on over to here. But that is when I downloaded it. At 9:23 in the morning. British Standard Time. Yes. And the same with this one. Oh, in actual fact, I downloaded it the following day. At 12:18 in the afternoon. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I moved it on over to here on Wednesday. Accessed it on Thursday when I tried to install it on here, and it all went tits up, mate. Yes. I've also got the 22.1 betas in here as well. I've got Xfce 22.1 and 22.1 there. This is definitely thingy, and if I open up that, you'll be able to see that in there as well. And this is 22.2. Everything's just tickety-boo. We're still on the 418. I would have thought it would have moved on up to the 420. Now, I'm thinking about going on up to the 420, but I don't want to break stuff. So, because it has been known to break other stuff. And I don't want that. I have gone back to just using pulse audio, as I don't like this bloody pipe wire. It works all right in Arch pipe wire, but in here, no, it doesn't. I don't know why. I just can't seem to get on with it. Get on with pipe wire here in Mintland. So I got rid of it. And gone back to just normal pulse audio. And of course, I got 9 flat packs installed as well, which is nothing. And they'll probably just be the only flat packs I will install. Just these. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Everything working on out the bag, no problems whatsoever. I've been up time 2 hours and 58 minutes. Oh, yes. And that is that. And that is the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. That is it from me. Bye for now.